Did you know that Louisiana is the top producer of blue crabs in the United States? Its warm waters and many wetlands are perfect for crabs to live and grow. We have lots of bayous, marshes, and the Gulf of Mexico nearby, providing the right environment for crabs to thrive. Many fishermen work hard every day to catch blue crabs. These hard-working men and women are who provide the crab lovers around the world with an abundance of their favorite crustacean.
All right, y'all are in for a special treat. You're gonna get to go out on a real life commercial crab boat today with one of the best in my area down here in Hopedale, Louisiana, Mr. Bobby Lovell and his deckhand Eric. We're going on this boat right here. That's the Unstoppable. We're gonna go run some traps, talk a little bit about what it is to be a crabber nowadays. This industry is constantly changing and constantly facing challenges, but this guy is rising to the occasion and doing some really unique things, including using his social media following to sell his own crabs. All right, so let's get out there and go see a day in the life of a commercial crabber in Louisiana. All right, Eric, tell everybody hello.
How y'all doing? Eric, I'm the deckhand.
All right, how long you been doing this?
About 11 years.
What?
With him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I've been doing it a long time.
All right, so tell us about this boat. I remember when you had it built. It wasn't that long ago.
This is a 33 by 13 foot fisherman net boat. It's got powered by two 300 horsepower outboard engines. We got plenty of power. That's for sure.
Big old boat.
We're gonna go pick up a few crab traps we got right here, right across the ship town.
On an average day, how many traps are you dealing with?
About 550. We used to be up to 600. I'm just getting a little bit older.
So that's a day. 550 is a day.
Right. We normally fish 2 sets of traps, and we run every day, just alternating the sets of traps that we run.
So you have about 1,000 of them out.
Yeah, about 1,000. Yeah, we've been big. We only got one this time of year. We only have one set out because you got the dangers of a hurricane coming, plus the crab.
I gotcha.
The crab markets aren't the best, and this year especially.
So every day he's got to bring this trailer down with fuel on it. I'm sure traps come and go on the trailer.
Oh yeah, everything.
How often you have to fill that tank? Once a week?
Yeah, right. Once a day.
Really?
Once a day,
so you're filling that big tank once a day?
Yeah. We'll burn 100 gallons.
What?
You got 2 big engines back there, and you'd be able to push it a lot of weight with it. It's a heavy boat.
You burn 100 gallons of fuel a day?
Yeah. Yep, we'll burn. Sometimes more than that. Yeah. Depending on how many traps we move. You figure, like yesterday, we put 170 traps on this boat. That was a good little load, and we're good ways off. That one load, we burnt like 60 gallons just from going to pick up one load of traps.
200 tank in the boat and 100 on the trailer.
Yeah. We only could put 200, and we always got an extra one. I always got an extra 6 gallons because most of the time it's not us that needs it. It's somebody else that needs it out there.
So before you earn a single dollar, you at the very least have to make up the $100 in fuel.
That's about $310 in fuel. Ballpark with everything, it's over $1,000 a day before
you
bring in my
profit.
first time. Right.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
How many crabs is that?
Right now, it's a good bit. It's I'd say it's 400 or 500 pounds of crab before we start profiting.
Gotcha.
You know, it all depends on the ratio of 1s to 2s, because obviously we get paid more for bigger crab and better crab.
Right.
And that's basically what we target this time of year. You only can make money on number 1s right now.
Okay, so now Louisiana is the largest supplier of crabs to the United States, right? Like, we output the most crabs out of any other state. Like, there's no question about that. With that being said, in the state, there's not, believe it or not a large demand for crabs in state. The market for crab is highly weighted to the East Coast. Maryland, places like that, around that area, are just where people travel to eat crabs. It's where they're known for crabs. It's where, you know, even the locals, I would say, eat more crab than the locals in Louisiana do. Locals in Louisiana have more choices, I believe, as to what seafood we eat. I would say crawfish is probably king, and then maybe shrimp, and then maybe crabs, and then you still have oysters in the mix and lots of other fish and stuff like that. So Louisiana's market for crabs is not nearly as big as how many we actually put out into the economy. how you approach the wind when you're doing this?
Always conscious of the wind and the tide. Right now, it looks like this is going to be a cakewalk, basically, because I'm approach it like this and just run straight down it like that and go around this point to that bayou. And hopefully we on the crab a little bit and see what we got. But we're going to be picking these traps up right now because I'm done and we going hunting. So that's what we're going to do.
All right, folks, we just pulled up to our first trap line here. First trap is fixing to come up. He said there was some crabs running in this area. I'm excited to see it. Can't wait to get a good look at how these guys do it. Let's go check out that first one. And there we go. The day has begun. All right, chill them out.
Good hard
Beautiful
bottom
crabs.
crabs. That's all 7-inch crabs, hard as a rock.
So those are ones.
Yep, these are ones.
Those are the money makers.
Yep, that's a 2 right there. It's a good crab. He's just not big enough.
All right.
So that's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. So you got 4 big number 1s. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad
It's
at
all
all.
we
Yeah.
chasing.
How do you pick a spot like this, Bobby?
We don't pick them. We just. I don't know. This is our area that we normally fish, and at certain times of the year, we pick them. We fish everywhere. They ain't no spot that we don't fish, kind of, and especially on the Hopedale side. I normally try to stay on the Hopedale side. I occasionally drift further towards the river, but if I got money to be made in the Hopedale side, I'm not going to leave the Hopedale side. But yeah, there's certain times of the year we fish these areas. These crabs are starting to push back in right now, and we just this is a seasonal thing. Like at certain times of the year, they do show up in these areas. And like 3 weeks ago, I threw traps in here and they ain't had nothing in them, so they are definitely showing up a little bit. So that's what you're after, though. You can see that's what makes a good crab right there.
Female. That's the only one we call it. Goes for male, female. Female, I got painted colors, you say, because
She paints her nails, huh?
Yes,
Most of the females over that aren't any good. The majority of them aren't no good. It's hard to get a good female this close in. You occasionally get a couple, but it ain't enough to worry about.
How does this look per trap? Are you liking what you see per trap?
Yeah, I like the ratio of the number 1s to the number 2s. The ones are a lot easier to move than the 2s, with the exception of my local weekend market. So the 1s are easy to move up there. Even those are getting harder and harder to move every week as we get further into the year.
I'm sorry, that's what I'm gonna do. So on a typical day when y'all are running 500 or so, 550, how long does that day take?
It depends on if you're in interior marshes or if you're in open water. It depends a lot of different factors. But normally we normally end around 1:30 to 2:30 in the evening. We start running traps around 6 o'clock in the morning. See, the fish got that one. You see how they got shells in there? You can hear a shell. You know, somewhere in there they got a shell. We pick the legs off. That's not a good trap right now. Let me tell you that right now.
see that when I was out chewing up?
Even if they had all their legs, that wouldn't have been a good trap. And we got to make a truck by a certain time in the evening also. I got to be finished by at least 5:30. And what's bad is this time of year, the sun starts coming up later and later every day, so we losing time every day. Cautious that we always got to make that truck in time. If not, I can't sit on crabs right now because they don't want no old crab.
All right, y'all, so far, we almost, what do y'all call this, a basket?
That's crate.
Crate, okay, so we on par to probably fill a crate. Now, what's a crate of ones like that go for on the market?
Our dock price right now, a dock price, I don't know if you want a dock price or if you wanted the retail.
Both.
Dock price right now is crate, it should be about $160, $170, can hold a little more than 60 pounds.
Okay.
And retail, depending on if it's going to a Louisiana market, which is most likely going to a Baltimore market, those crabs will fetch about a crab like this was probably about $140 a dozen. So about $140, about $20 per crab. But you got to realize too, a lot of hands touch these crabs before they get up to Maryland. You got to realize you got a boat that catches them. A boat's going to turn around and sell them to a dock. A dock's going to put them on a truck. A truck's going to sell them to a wholesaler most likely. And a wholesaler's got to turn around and sell it to a crab house. And then the crab house has got to turn around and sell it. And every time those crabs touch somebody else, it adds money to that crab, you know, what it's going to cost. And you not to mention you're losing crabs sometimes in between, because sometimes that wholesaler will go through them crabs before he sells them to his retailers or whatnot, to the crab houses. And then sometimes they got to sit on the crabs and they lose. So a lot of you got to take that into consideration too. It's not like every one of those crabs is going to be living when they get up there. And especially when it's this time of year, it's hard for them to make money too.
All right, tell us what you're doing, Eric.
Oh, I'm picking the crab. We shake them in here when they come out the trap. The trap comes up. I empty the whole bait. I shake it in slush water, and that keeps them cooling down so I can pick them and go through them. Like right here, look, we got a soft shell. She shed it.
Oh wow.
And I go through them, you know, throw out their leaves with that or whatever, and I throw them in the crate. That ice water keeps them so they don't eat me up, you know, bite me up. Just making sure, you know, they all ain't chewed up, they're alive. Making sure it's a good crab, you know, shells and that, throw them out.
Are you putting 2s and 1s in the same crate right
Yes,
now?
sir.
And
Yes,
then you
sir.
go through them later?
Yes, sir, that's
Gotcha.
what we do. You know,
Right.
that's how little that crab was before it shed it. That's the bottom of it.
Right.
They grow like, I don't know, 3 times in size or something. They grow pretty, and
Yeah.
they shed. See, I was missing a leg, a sheephead guy, or some kind of fish. But yeah, I'm just picking
That's a
them.
big one right here. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some nice ones. That's
All right, so everything goes in the crate, and then at what point do we sort them into 2s and 1s? When we get back?
When we get back in, we get to the crab shed. You know, This
Gotcha.
is the 1, this is the 2. We go through them, put them wherever they gotta go.
So right now we're just filling crates.
Yes, sir. We just running the traps and getting them in the
Getting the
crate.
junk out.
I'm gonna put them back. Better get hard and make babies.
I said I might have wanted to bring that home on Friday.
They're gonna fuss at us. They're gonna say you can't put that back.
Yeah, we throw them over right there. We've been throwing them over.
So that's a good little area.
Oh yeah.
Fish guys, I'm sorry, they dead and the legs are missing and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, that crab will sit on the outside of the trap and he'll stick his legs out like that, and that fish comes along and he goes snatch it. And a crab's natural defense is to drop that leg. That's how they survive.
As soon as they feel pressure, yeah.
They drop that leg and that crab's not marketable once it gets there.
Gotcha.
I go through it like, oh, this will take all that, and, you know, discard.
Dang, that's a lot to lose out of one trap.
When the traps are bad, he'll actually just shake it over because the majority of the crabs are gonna have missing legs and all that anyway. And we only keep the 1s, 2s, and the crabs that we're gonna.
Right.
We don't have a factory truck because you can put them in factories. You call them
Yeah,
factories,
crab,
but we don't have.
yeah.
See, they let their legs go. You see when it's like that, they let the leg go. When you see them over like a half a leg, that's when they die.
Right.
You see how weak he is? You put him in there and then he dies. The juice kills another crab. That's what I do.
Ooh.
So get some shells now.
Dang, yeah, here. Wow, look at that.
Sometimes you'll hit solid.
I throw out their leaves and stuff, make sure they are legal size.
Little Flounder going home, folks. See you later, Mr. Flounder.
That's the only fish that we can legally keep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The big ones we keep.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful #1, folks. Man, that's a good one, huh?
Don't get much better. Might get a little bigger.
Right. That's a big crab, though. That's a big one, too.
Nice.
Oh, man.
That's a deluxe they call that.
That's a deluxe, yeah.
Jumped over.
What's the secret to being a good trap shaker?
Just keeping up and doing it right, not tearing the trap up, you know. Some people grab the trap a little too rough and bang it up. But it's just rhythm, you know, as you do it for a while, anything, rhythm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you got to be in good shape to do this, man.
Yeah. It ain't nothing to me though, you know.
Right. How much you figure them traps weigh, Bobby?
Right. 18, 19 pounds.
18, 19 pounds a piece.
That's with the cork and a rope.
They got 4 or 5 inch reef. A lot of people only put 2 on, but we make them heavy. It keeps
Right.
them moving and
Right.
things like that.
Yeah, that's hard work, man.
It helps the trap and get bent up. But yeah, it's, you know, right now it's 16, 17 pounds. Brand new, with no scum. They weigh 16 pounds. So you put a little scum on, you add a pound. So
Gotcha.
but if you got 10 pounds of crab and 8 pounds
Yeah,
of crab,
right.
you know,
Right.
600, you know, you're picking up 20 something pounds, shaking. Like I said, I've been doing it so long, it's like routine, normal.
Right.
I'm taking a bag.
How many days these traps been out for?
These were throwing Thursday.
Okay, so
Thursday, so it's 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah,
That's a
we
good
had
one,
them made it heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
They did good. They did better than what I anticipated them doing, to be honest with you. And like I said, we just drew here 3 weeks ago, they didn't have that much. I was
Yeah.
a little worried. One more trap, Garrett, you want to grab it?
Yeah, let me get that last one. Here. Whoa. Oh, one more after this one.
Yeah, no.
Okay, gotcha.
You want to grab the trap or you want to grab it with the hook?
I'll do the trap.
All right.
I'll do the trap. I'll give you the GoPro.
All right. Yeah, let him do it. I don't want to be over there making you. I might allow to miss the cork or something while I'm on video.
Alright, you gotta tell me exactly when though, okay?
When he turns that puller off, you just pick the trap up
When
out
he
the
turns the
water.
puller off.
Right to the
Okay,
puller's
got
off.
it, Got it. I can do it.
You might get a little
And
wet.
then you flip it, right?
You gotta have the hook. You flip it where the hook's up so you can unhook it.
Gotcha, yeah.
The
Got it.
rope is gonna go to the bottom.
Got it. Here we go, y'all. I'm pulling, baby. Alright, so wait till the wheel goes off, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir. And that's normally the sign for the picking of move because we normally have people on it.
Alright. Grab the trap. Trap's up. Alright, so what now? Flip it, right?
Flip it where the hook's in the air.
Okay, oh, there
Just
it is.
like that.
Here's the hook, right?
You unhook it,
Okay,
The
where?
first thing we do-
Unhook it.
but you gotta.
Dump your bait out.
Okay, first thing is bait.
Yes, gotta get rid of the rat
Alright.
bait.
Dump it. Okay.
Yeah, flip it.
Now the bait, I can close it back.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
close it back.
Close it
Pick
back.
up.
Okay. Unhook it.
Unhook.
Alright, one hooked.
One.
So now what?
Dump it.
Alright.
Right in the slush tank.
Just like that, right?
Like that.
Yeah.
What about this guy up top? Just shake it real good. Like hold it like this, right?
Yes, sir.
One more. There he is. Oh, there
Okay.
he come
You
on.
don't come. There you go.
There you go. Like you done.
Alright.
There you go. You just set it on the
That
ground. You
goes
set it straight on
now.
the ground.
You shake a trap.
Yes, sir. Usually you close it back, put fresh bait, and throw it over
Got
for
it.
next time, the
Okay.
next run.
No, we're good.
Alright.
Alright, we're picking these up because they're not going back out. He wants to pick them up because he's shifting into hunting season. A lot of crabbers will work throughout the year, and then when the hunting season starts to hit, late October, November, they focus on hunting and then maybe start crabbing, what, about December, January?
December, we try to have our first crab for Christmas. That's when we. That's
First
when our
crab for
customers- That's when the
Christmas, so-
demand raises back up.
Alright, so as I was mentioning, Bobby now sells direct to the public. So make sure you go follow him on Facebook, White Boot Warriors, okay? I'll have all that listed below so you can stay in touch with Bobby, stay up to date with Bobby, and even come buy some crabs directly from him. I know y'all ask me all the time if I personally ship. I do not.
Somebody to learn.
Wait, say that again.
This is the hardest thing for somebody to learn. Let me hold your camera, you go ahead and close the crate. I'm serious. Go ahead.
Alright, let me look at it and see. Okay, so right away something don't seem right because I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
wait.
you
We had one deckhand on a boat, worked on a boat for 6 months and still couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Still couldn't do it. Sit there and man, how could you, he'll get lucky, you know, every once in a while, but he could not figure out.
You
how
did
to-
good, I ain't gonna lie, you figured it out.
Yeah, well, he's a rough
Well, I knew
guy.
something wasn't quite right. I'm looking at it, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I'm telling you, some people, they just
I
can't
had
get
my
that.
daughter on a boat this year, she's only 16, and she picked the crabs, and we was catching crabs, and she used to keep up and everything, she did good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if you had 550 you know, assuming they all went like that, how many crates would that be?
That would have been
Every 105 crates.
yeah, so it'd be 27.
27 crates.
Yeah, we haven't been doing that good. We've been averaging right over 20 in that.
So what would 27 crates look like in sales?
In sales, if they were like that, it'd look really good. I ain't gonna lie. But we haven't been catching that good. That like I said, that surprised me right there. So it would be
that'd be a good day.
Yeah.
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got to see a lot about commercial fishing and how hard those guys work. If you want to support the channel in any way, we have a merch shop and we have these blue crab t-shirts. Check that out. You can get that listed at the merch shop below. That helps me kind of keep putting these videos together, keep getting them out there, keep telling the stories about folks like Bobby and Eric. And I appreciate y'all so much. If you enjoy commercial fishing, we have these other videos here that you can watch if you want to learn more about it or just see more commercial fishing, and we'll see you on the next one.